Welcome back to another Sumeru story quest video. Last video we met Dottore, or Il Dottore, or the Doctor, as they keep calling him. Then we saw Scaramouche and the Balladeer, and the plans of that they're going to turn Scaramouche into the new god of Sumeru, or he's supposed to bring about the new age of gods. We are currently now gonna go to the desert. Nahida is no longer joining us because of everything, or Kusanali. I'm probably gonna keep calling her Kusanali, but we're finally gonna go into the desert. And for you guys, this will be your first time. For me, let's just ignore that, you know. Ignore that right there. It's fine. I go to the caravan. All right, is the first time. I've never been in the desert before. Never once. I'm actually quite excited because this story quest for me seems much more exciting than the last one. I do care about oh no, I forgot her name. Yeah, I did care about her and everything is fine, but the whole, you know, time thing, or like the whole illusion kind of dream thing and stealing dreams wasn't really that much of interest. It was interesting at times, but didn't catch my full attention. This one's about creating a whole new god. This is interesting. And we have the newest place of the desert, which is very exciting. Alright, here we go. We can find someone here.
Because things are so, ergo they are such.
We finally made it to Caravan Ribat. It's pretty lively here. So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Yeah, it is indeed quite impressive.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Oh, come on, Al-Haytham. Al-Haytham? Wait a dang second. I was so confused. Zoned out. I was like, did we meet him along the way?
Over here.
Okay, then.
Al-Haytham went that way. Let's hurry up and follow him.
Yo, he's going fast. Come back here. Oh, I went ahead of him.
What the? Where did she go? How did we lose them? They were just here a second ago.
Because we hide. We're good at hiding.
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
Alright, I'll have them. Go beat them up
You
now.
were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Well, here's the thing. We're less than amateurs, apparently, because we apparently get caught by almost everyone. We're not the greatest at this. We always have to have someone bail us out. Have you guys noticed that? We're not great at sneaking and everything, or sneaking away from people or things. Or whenever we do, like, sneak missions, always have somebody who finds us, and then we need, like, to be bailed out by someone else. Like, Venti, I mean, Diluc was fine and everything. A child, we're trying to sneak away, which when I did that, I was able to perfectly sneak away by hugging the wall, like, you know, the little ledge and everything. Well, okay, you didn't come here for this. Anyways, thanks, Al-Haytham. Al-Haytham?
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors.
Oh, that's great, because I wasn't
All
gonna
I
owe you
did was
back
correct a
anything.
mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the Akademiya.
Every time you make a mistake, he's gonna correct you on it.
We never thought we'd run into you here.
I mean, he didn't really scare us. He kind of just went, follow me.
When we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Akademiya? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
I don't think he'll do that.
Oh, So you've already landed yourselves on the Akademiya's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the Akademiya, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Yeah, that's why I was like, no, you
Right,
wouldn't.
you do have a point.
I see the dendro thing hanging on your coat. Did you participate in the Sage's big project?
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy.
So no.
And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
So you were actually looking for me.
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties.
What difficulties?
Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ainul Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time.
I don't remember what
To
happened,
have
honestly.
That kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
It must be because I was so shocked to hear those words again. World, forget me.
Oh, Hatham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
The situation is a little complicated.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the Akademiya after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right?
Yes. Kind of. Yes and no. Yes and yeah. Yeah, we do. I just remember what Nahida said. I said I was gonna call it Kusanali, and I'm going Nahida. Not Nahida. Call Raiden, Venti, Zhongli, Nahida. Alright?
No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Oh.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
Sounds good.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go!
I'm totally not gonna pretend that I haven't seen a lot of things. So I'm going to pretend I haven't seen. I think that might have been so low to cut out. Wow, first time going to the desert. Aru Village? I don't know what that is. I gotta get my acting skills in order. Oh. A lot of sand. Ooh, music. Oh, it's getting kind of hard to see. What the heck? Oh. My frame rate gonna drop. Oh, a fire flower. Not like I've seen those before. What the? Little shroom guys. I told you it's gonna drop.
Freeze.
Shroom guys. I don't have to fight these, do I? No, I don't. Kinda just gonna teleport there. Yeah, I tend to, whenever I can, when I unlock a new place, I go to every other place and unlock all the, like, statutes of sevens and waypoints and everything, just so it'd be easier. I just like doing that. I don't wait for the story. Story waits for me. Doesn't make sense, does it?
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa. This landscape is really something else. What a cool place. Let's go check it out.
Oh, Paimon, we're just gonna stand here. For a second, I thought it crashed. I was like, oh no! Somebody went oh, is this gonna be where we meet Sino? Oh, he's going after Al-Haytham. Yeah, I heard they're not on great terms. What is going on? Why are you guys still fighting? Hey, Sino, do you mind if you come home like when I'm pulling your banner? Oh.
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Akademiya. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh, Haytham. Do not think you can escape my judgment, just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
You guys stop fighting for 1 second.
Who is that, Al-Haytham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes.
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Akademiya. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
I'm pretty sure we haven't
You
committed
seem
any
to have placed
academic
a lot of
crimes.
Trust in Al-Haytham, to the point of blocking an attack for him.
I mean, when somebody
If
comes
I
and
were you,
attacks somebody out of nowhere,
I'd
that
never
you...
choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth.
Look, you guys are both
I've been
weird.
pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
I don't trust him as much as you seem to think.
Has Al-Haytham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
You can do some things
I
that
won't
are
waste
pretty
my breath
foolish.
explaining things. Al-Haytham, I saw it during our fight.
The capsule.
Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
What? So you did lie to us.
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Akademiya, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Akademiya?
Is it a mission from the sages? Oh no, we gotta run.
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh. What should we do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Oh, here's Dia.
Dia?
Dia is back. Of course she's gonna be back. I saw her in the trailer.
Finally someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again.
I don't want to be in between of that.
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Akademiya duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure.
Can we do bets?
Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
Alright, now we're gonna have all of them fighting. Neither of them can afford to be distracted by Dia. They're still looking for an opportunity to attack. I'd be here like, would you guys stop it? Alright? We have more serious matters.
Hear a word I just said?
Go right in front of them. Oh no.
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong. Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away.
Hold on to my hand, Paimon.
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Oh, there's Candace.
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover!
Someone's calling for us. Oh, this wind is too strong. Let's get over there.
Paimon, I told you to hold my hand.
Sounded like Candace.
Said it
Come
right,
on, you
Candace?
two. Jeez, are all of you Akademiya folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
I'll get even louder. I'm a horrible person to stop fights between like people because I'd be like, just like stop yelling. I just get louder and more annoying. You want me to stop yelling? Oh, how about you stop doing this? That or I get overly sarcastic, and then the people turn their attacks to me. It's happened many times before. Hello. Ah, silence of anger. The sound of silence. They got angry at each other. If I sing off key, do I sing it on key? Copyright.
Well, this is pretty awkward.
Well, we came here for a mission. Any of you guys gonna help us out? If you're not,
Three people who want to tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun.
who gets the head? I don't know what Sardine says.
You're so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru village.
Hey, Candace.
Our savior has come at last. Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
Have my gratitude.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
They're all petty at each other.
Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now
Like
that
your
you've
eyes.
set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us.
Or just petty.
Please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Mmm.
On second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia.
Aw.
Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I volunteer
I was
Sino.
supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
They're better than me.
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Oh, what happened?
Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Akademiya's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me.
We might know
I
some
began to
things.
realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So I packed up and left, and I went, screw you guys.
So they really are up to no good.
Well, we know what they're.
I realized then that to the
never mind.
Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the Akademiya of today.
But you then decided to exile yourself.
I believed it would be wise to flee the Akademiya before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions.
That makes sense.
I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Ooh, another judgment
Seems to have the
person.
same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages.
Now let's all work together and team up.
Plus,
Oh,
now he's no longer the General Mahamatra. He somehow feels a lot less scary.
still too early to trust him completely.
Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Al-Haytham as a target?
I don't like him.
When I was investigating the matter in the Akademiya, I overheard a conversation between Al-Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Al-Haytham?
What?
Alright, bye,
Like
Al-Haytham.
many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Very beginning, Al-Haytham was.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the traveler.
Alright, I'm leaving.
Al-Haytham?
Not even me, I'm
After
leaving,
all,
bye.
The promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
Oh,
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
join forces with me just so you can investigate me?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Akademiya I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything.
Just standing.
So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Because we were investigating it
Criminals do
too.
love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Akademiya. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
He does got a point. Paimon did go, hey, let's go talk to this guy who doesn't look like an NPC. He's importante. Now that you mention it, things did go like that.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Ribat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize if that's worth anything to you.
It's
I
not.
took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion.
I'm fine.
Answer me this. Did the sages
Oh.
share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Akademiya. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings.
Oh my gosh.
And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
It's like she ignored
sorry.
everything about the
Whatever
sages.
boys
She's
were
like,
talking
you
about
guys
must have
are...
been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My
Dunyarzad.
employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here.
When these
But when I
two...
saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument, it ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Aww. Hometown reunion. What the heck just grew up?
Whoa! What was that sound?
My stomach, sorry.
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures? In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Nah, I can do it by myself.
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
Oh, her haircut is reminding of Scaramouche, just how the front of his head is.
The winds died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right?
Hopefully.
Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
I know you do it. No.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. Alright, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
As chatty as the floor. Looks like a cat. I'm gonna burn myself somehow. Looks like a cat. I'm gonna burn myself. Burn, babe. I can't. If I keep referencing songs, I'm gonna get like copyrighted strike. Why do I do this? What if I go in a different pitch? No, that's probably like too loud. And you can barely hear anything that's saying. Oh, so this is a chief village. I didn't know we can go inside this. Is there... I see it!
What's the hurry?
So, now if you want to get anything in life, have Albedo. Okay, that took a little bit longer. Now, we've got it. Dendro Oculus. I need to collect those for Candace. Oh, Rift Hounds. Did I pull out? I'm pulling out Raiden because Rift Hounds give me such a problem. Also, I really don't like Rift Hounds. Also, my Raiden isn't that greatly built, so do not expect anything amazing from her.
Begins.
Her crit rate is... let's say the highest person who has crit rate is D.
Whoa! Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Wait, how come Rift Hounds are here? Aren't they native to Inazuma?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Not only is she strong.
Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
We're gonna practice using Dia?
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Mane in action. I'll leave these to you then.
Maybe a
I'll be
5-star,
sure
right?
to put on a good show. Let's go.
Alright, no, so I won't be using her. That's exactly why I pulled them out.
Illusion shattered.
You know why I pulled her out? Because of this.
Dodge this.
So as you notice, I tried dodging their attacks because I really don't want to get hit. Like I just did.
Freeze.
Here comes another wave!
More!
Are they ever gonna let up?
Oh, these are Geo ones. Okay, never mind. I'm pretty okay with Geo. And getting hit, apparently.
Dodge this. What's the
One's coming behind me. When they teleport, just always expect them behind you. That's how it goes. Let's hope, like, nobody's dying.
The creatures stopped appearing.
Oh,
Was that the last of them?
I'm sure there's gonna be more soon.
What
You
we
guys
fought
just
just now is
stood.
Probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the
The
chief
chief?
of Aru
Oh,
Village.
okay, he
Everyone
just said it.
usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Pleasure to meet you.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent.
Oh.
Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes.
Hmm.
According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering.
Oops, this means we gotta have the tree faster.
Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is
They're still
inextricably
withering in this
connected to
desert.
Irminsul.
I mean, whoa, I
These
don't know.
regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru Village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the Akademiya.
Oh.
Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidya forest. The Akademiya believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Hanori also brought this up before.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. But no one in the village has ever seen them leave.
Is it just me, or is it
If you're planning to stay
Al
around
Haytham
the
like
village
sticking
for the
out
next
his
few
hip?
days,
Why does
I'd
it look like he's
appreciate it if you could
sticking out
keep
his
an
hip?
eye out for them.
Get
I've
another
had
shot.
encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
See, he's sticking out his hip. I never noticed that. He's standing in a way where it's just like, I always thought something was off about his stance, but he's just like sticking out his hip. Or is it supposed to be like he's leaning back and it's like leaning back and he's sticking out his hip, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
The ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Oh my gosh, you guys are fighting again, I'll
Mock
smack
me
the
if
both of
will,
you.
But if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
Okay.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
I'll help too. Al Haytham, your shoe is
Because
pointing
you're
upward.
reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars.
Elf shoe.
First
Whee!
they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
Why, this is a great opportunity to watch him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates.
Yay!
Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Being praised already. I haven't even done anything.
Chivalry will never die.
Let it load a little bit. There we go. Alright. I don't know what we even know so far. Desert. That's all the information I have, Sino. Desert.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to the mad scholars as village keeper?
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The Akademiya has long exiled mad scholars to Aru village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt.
I'm gonna get
After
the
that,
intro powers.
the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village? What do you make of it, Traveler?
Must have been Nahita's power.
Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru Village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the Akademiya could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahita who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do.
I know the guy. I
So,
meant her.
What do you make of the story?
Mad Scholar's power likely came from Lesser Lord Kusanali, or Lesser Lord Kusanali was actually the one. We're gonna do this one.
Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
Okay, Dendro Vision.
It's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning.
Look, we have
Lesser
many
Lord
things of reasoning
Kusanali,
that people don't
the
understand,
current
alright?
Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru?
Uh,
The Akademiya has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
she's
They've
dead
more or
though.
less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
That's probably why they were trying to replace her.
Definitely exist! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise. Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
Just understands people, that's it, Paimon. Don't be mean to her, she's an introvert. We saved Sumeru City together in the not-so-distant past.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Look like I'm lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Seems like now we're just telling
Can't
everyone,
speak.
hey, we met this god, we met this god, we met this god.
Our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation.
What skills do we have? You betcha.
But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Yes, because that's how you get information. I mean, yeah.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
For you.
Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Isak?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
I know, use the other term.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Thanks, I know, don't interrogate a child.
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
Can't take a child with us, you might get hurt.
So you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
We're gonna take out a child, so I know.
Haven wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
Sorry, I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
Please help him, Sino. Wait, aren't we being dragged doing this too?
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Time to go to Candace. Actually, it would be time. It would be time if the video isn't getting so long to the point that my brain is starting to go mushy for some reason. Anyways, this video, oh my gosh. This is exciting. Al Haitham and Sino fought. They seem like they're just gonna butt heads every time they're in the same room, which will be fun when in later things they'll be in another room again, and we'll just have to have them the silence of anger. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye!